once that's live, you have to go over here and then click it live. There it goes.
Seems like a lot of steps.
It is, and for some reason it doesn't merge the comments off of Instagram into our StreamYard.
So you just don't see those at all?
No, but we're able to tell them, hey, jump over if you want to participate over here. All right, there we go. Benjamin, what's up? Round 2. That's right. Alpha Armor, how are you? Favorite Planet Solution, new member. Hey, thank you for becoming a member, man. How are you guys? So you see these here, Cody. These are YouTube, and you can see this guy's coming from Facebook. But what it doesn't show you on here is their membership levels or their members. Like you see this man here just became a member, and then people can also buy a membership and then gift it to other people. All right, guys, what's up? We're going to do, we're multi-streaming to Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. Guys, on Instagram, we cannot see your comments. We have to toggle back and forth. So if you want to participate in this, jump over on YouTube, and then we can see your comments. So we have made, I've got the 2-quart canteens where I want them finally. These are all prototypes and samples that I built yesterday and last week. I think I built 7 of them yesterday. None of these are the final version. Every one of these does function. The 2-quart canteens covers only came in a right-handed version. There is no left hand. The final solution that I have come up with that we're building right now, it's ambidextrous. It allows you to index it left or right. Why does that matter? For most people, it doesn't matter. But if you want your canteen noses pointing forward so that it's easier for you to grab across the body, then you're going to have one forward, one backwards, unless it's ambidextrous. Why would you want that? Maybe you're using a gas mask adapter so you can use the hose, the tube, to drink out of it like a Camelback. I prefer to have mine neck facing backwards, so when you're moving through things, it doesn't catch on as much stuff. It's just personal preference. The version that's out there right now, the first one that we're dropping that went live last night, has a pocket on the face of it right here. The whole front panel is a pocket. You can put water purification stuff. You can put compass. You can put whatever you want in there. Open body. It's 2 layers of Cordura all around. And then the lid. And what I changed on it, which I've always thought I should do something different, is in fact the lid. You've got this big cover that doesn't pull correctly, but to encompass and cage the whole top, it had to be like that. So I just finally said, man, I really don't like this. I've never liked the way it is. So completely redid it. But I've got these samples. We're going to give a couple of these away to you guys. They're fully functional. They're very well, they're the exact same thing I made, I don't know, 15, 20 years ago for a decade and a half. So to win these, you have to be on here, number one, and then you have to be a member on our Patreon. And that's how we're going to communicate with you. Whenever I tell a guy on here, hey, Brandel Media, you win, some asshole messages me or emails me and says, hey, I'm Brandel Media. When you're on our Patreon, we have a direct message feature there. And unfortunately, YouTube does not. They dropped that, a decade ago for some reason. So that's what's going on. Question and answer. Anything you guys want to talk about here? We've got a dude out today, so Amanda is starting lunch right now. Red Moose Farm, what's going on? Tom Walker, what's up? Any other color option? 1 quart's going to be available, or yes, they will be. Yeah, we know that I'm the only me. Yeah, Brandel. I don't know how long you're down here for Saturday. Let me know. I don't know if that's a full day thing or if you're only there part-time or half the day. Apologies if I already called. I already asked, could there be a version of the 1 quart with pals on the side instead of side pot? No. You can get the other one. No, we're discontinuing the other one also. No. We made them with pals on the side for 25 years. You know what? We never saw, not a single time, we never saw anybody put anything on the pals on the side. Looking into protein powders, who's your choice, man? Matt Christopher, right now I'm using Redcon 1, and I'm using Redcon 1 MRE, which is carbohydrates. and I'm using MRE Light, which is it's 0 carbs, isn't it?
Lower. I think there's still some carbs.
It's very low carbs though, but they're very good. Redcon 1, we have an affiliate code for them. Code SOE Gear will get you 25% off over there. I've been using the vanilla. I just got banana bread. It's pretty good.
Blueberry cobbler.
Is that what you're using?
That's the first one I have.
4 trucks lined up to look at. What are you looking at, Chase? What are you leaning towards, man? You gonna put like a CM Industries bet on there or something? Yeah, hit the like, do the free things. Thanks, Red Moose. Guys, if you double tap your screen, if you're on a phone or an iPad, it'll put a like in there. You don't have to back out of the comments. Bear mentioned you sent him info on containers of weapons being delivered in Europe neighborhoods. Care to share? I get a lot of social media stuff just off social medias. A lot of information like that, talking back and forth with dudes. And I always send it to Sarah. I send it to Bear as I find that stuff because I know those guys are super busy, just like I am. And people send him stuff. People send me stuff. So anything I think is relevant that I haven't heard him speak of, or anything that seems to be real and right now, I send that out to several guys. And Bear, mentions it. We talk back and forth through the day a couple of times, but mostly we don't have to talk. It's just information that I think he should be aware of. And really, a lot of times when I send that info to those guys, they flush it out a little bit more. Sometimes they come back and they're like, hey, this is like, 2-year-old info. The first thing I do when I'm looking at shorts like that is look at them, because a lot of times you'll be targeted shorts on TikTok, Twitter, YouTube shorts. When you read the comments, you'll find that some of that stuff is 6 months old and it's just refreshed up and it's pushing it back out for some reason. But the info seems to be shipping containers are being dropped around in cities and neighborhoods in the UK, in high Muslim population areas. I don't know why people don't want to say that, right? They don't want to say Muslims, but that is the reality. All of those people over there that are not from there are Muslims. And that's where those containers are being dropped off, right? You see a lot of people right now saying civil war right now in the UK. It ain't a civil war till the fucking guns come out. Same thing in Canada. Nobody went door to door and took them fucking guns away. They just said you're not allowed to have them, and people hid them and are hoping they don't ever get caught with them. Those people all still have the guns. That's just like Australia. Nobody took those fucking guns away. You saw some gun turn-ins like these dipshits here at the United States in the US at the, what are you looking at?
Seeing how to turn this down a little bit.
Which one are you?
I have no idea.
How's this one? That you? That you? That you?
I cannot tell. I don't
Okay,
think so.
just play with those knobs right there. Yeah, mine's pretty loud too.
Oh, that's it.
So those guns are still there. It's not a civil war till those guns come out. The interesting thing about you just turned me down, turn me back up, turn me up there. That's where I want to be. So the interesting thing about like Australia and the UK, for instance, especially right now, right? You have a group of white guys. That's what it is. It's a group of white guys. And you just had a stabbing at a Taylor Swift concert, and they will tell you that that's Somalis, right? It is, but they'll point out that those are not immigrants. Those are not refugees. It is, you have 18 years ago, some Somalis were brought into UK. They had a child. That child is now 17 years old. A couple of weeks ago, last week, there is a Taylor Swift themed dance class or contest, something going on. And this young man walks in at 17 years of age and stabs and kills 3 young female teenagers that are from the UK, born, and they have family lineage there. Those are indigenous, those are original population. This kid killed 3 of them. My understanding is he has been released from jail. He has been bailed out or bailed out on no release, on no bail. The original members, the UK citizens, said, we've had enough. We're going to protest. They've got fucking fences up and shit. Yes, they are protesting. Yes, they are yelling. Yes, they fucking are making a ruckus. They're staying behind the fence. They're not breaking down any barriers. Like when you hear peaceful protest, it looks to be a peaceful protest. The people they are protesting, Somalis, have now come together in groups, and they are protesting against the people protesting, except they are not behind the barriers. They have machetes. they have hammers, they have hatchets, and they are actually attacking the original fucking the citizens of the United Kingdom. Who's being arrested? Not the motherfuckers with the hatchets and the hammers and the machetes. They're arresting the fucking people who are unarmed. And that's what's going on. And it is being said, you're hearing civil war. You haven't seen none of those fucking people take up arms yet. It has not fucking happened. The only people who have taken up arms are the fucking refugees and the fucking Somalis. So that's what the Muslims, that's what the deal is. And that's what's going on there. And it is being said that fucking shipping containers are showing up in because they're in pockets, right? That's the whole problem with this. It's going to be the same thing here in the United States. Well, it is the same thing in the United States. You don't have an influx of 100,000 people come into the United States and then just disseminate over the United States and land in places and get normal jobs. They take over old towns and they take over old high-rise buildings and they take over old, areas, and it becomes Somalia inside the United States, right? You can see it in Dearborn, Michigan, for instance. You can see it in El Cajon, California. It is fucking Iraq in El Cajon, California. Anybody from California there knows that it's Sharia law. The signs are all in fucking there. None of that shit's in the United States. You can come through there as a white person. You can come through there as an American, and you get the side eye. Most of them are pretty friendly until it's not, right? So that's what's going on. And that's the thing. There's not supposed to be any guns in the UK, but somebody is arming all these fucking people. Do you think that's happening in the United States? Of course it's fucking happening in the United States. Why did the IRS buy millions and millions of rounds of ammunition? Why did the Board of Education buy 10,000 fucking shotguns and millions of rounds of ammunition? Why did the Department of Transportation? Because that is to arm and fund an army. They can do it on those budgets. They can warehouse that shit until they need them. And that's where those fucking shipping containers come from. When it is convenient to them to stand up an army of people inside the United States who should not be here, that is how they do it. Yeah, the banana bread is very good. Did you tighten up the 2-quart bulk to make the lid tighter? I completely redid the lid, Brandel. It looks, I don't have it out here somehow. I had it in my hands. But I completely removed all the stuff I didn't like about it. And that fixed it. Stay out of cities in general. Yeah, sometimes you got to go to the cities, though. I got a white daughter. I'm prepping. That's right, man. And I say white, and I know that black folks would take issue with that. Americans is what we mean, right? Americans. Sorry, boy. Have a good day, Matt Christopher. Andrew Stanek, what's up? Tim Riley, what's going on? Brandel Media, Stanford, keep up the info war. Man, it's full time. I spend Monday and Tuesday listening to content all day long as I run around this place. And then Wednesday morning, I listen to as much content starting at 4 a.m. to see and make sure that the information we're going to discuss or that I have in my head has not changed, right? When I put information out, I want it to be as correct as possible. Bradley, dude, you would be surprised, or maybe you wouldn't, but I used to contract for DHS FEMA from 18. Yeah, that's exactly what we're talking about, right? 18,000 stainless steel guillotines. There were pictures of those. The Obama administration ordered those guillotines. There were pictures of them. When you search it now, all you see is that it is disinformation. Remember the hundreds of thousands of coffins that would hold 3 bodies at a time? Same time. Same shit. I'm black, 0 issues, more than 20 years. Yeah, Brawl Dog. Hey, what's up, man? I had no idea you were a black guy. What's up? Now I have 2 black friends. You know why racism, and people get mad about that. You know why racism shit's so funny? Because it's fucking funny, because we don't mean it to be racist. I've never been called a racist by a black man. I have only been called racist by a fucking white guy. And it's always a white guy that when you look at his life, it's never a life you would want to live. I'm going to be changing over from here to Patreon. There's nothing on Patreon yet, Sanford. We're going to pick some winners out of here to give these to. And there's going to be a thread on Patreon. And that's how I'm going to, because I can direct message you on Patreon. So just stay right here. Have this conversation with us. Jordan Pelor sentenced to 20 months from Facebook posts, and the media referred to him as a violent offender. Yeah. In Canada, they have passed a fucking law that the Canadian government, the powers that be, can take over your social media and post as though it's you. So you can be like, hey, we're going to go get them. Round up, get your guns, meet me at the park. And they can entrap those people and they can legally do it. I feel like California is its own country. California needs a fence put around it. That's what needs to happen. Like California right now, check this shit out. California right now, you move out of California 2 years ago. California wants to charge you income tax for 8 years. We left California. My truck was $630 a year to register. I had lived in Tennessee for 2 years. The state of California has a deputy sheriff send me a certified letter saying that I have to pay 2 years back registration. They're going to impound my truck and or put me in jail up to 1 year. Tennessee knew I lived here. They sent the shit to Tennessee. California knew I lived here. How many people just pay that shit to make it go away when it's complete horseshit? Yeah, Snake Bliskin shit, exactly. Sonny, the whites who are glorious saviors of poor black folks who, according to them, aren't able to help themselves. There's a town in I don't have a problem with black people. I have a problem with motherfuckers that won't take care of their own shit. And then when it involves me, I don't care what any other man does as long as it doesn't affect me in a negative manner. 180-year-old Ram. Yeah, our registration here is $26 a year.
No matter what you have.
No matter what you have. My $100,000+ car, $26 a year. My truck's $26 a year. What's a motorcycle?
I don't know.
I feel like it's $26. And we can put a license plate on razors. Like we can drive razors around here. NPS is having actual firefights with illegal immigrants, cannabis growers, and no one. Oh, I've heard about that, Bradley. So the Border Patrol, maybe you know, the Border Patrol has REACT and BORTAC. BORTAC is like the JTF-6 guys that do outside the border stuff. A lot of SF guys are in those units. And then REACT is kind of their special operations guys that work inside the United States and on the border. They were getting in gunfights in Arizona. When we left here, there were Border Patrol agents at my mom's garage where we were working out of my mother's garage prior to leaving here that were bringing us videos of active firefights with 50 cals and Mark 19s on our side of the border, running and gunning. And it was happening on a nightly basis. And that was 20 some years ago. Here in Cali, it's based off of what you pay. I pay like $300 a year for my truck registration. Yep. Dean Conrad, what's up, man? Oh, the Jeep Robert Reed, man, you want a Jeep Gladiator? More power to you. We'll make fun of you all the time, but as long as you love it. They built a lot of them. Nobody's buying them right now in the economy. They're on sale for $18,000 off of sticker for brand new Rubicon. It's the Rubicon. What do they call that thing? Gladiator. I think they're neat, man. I like when I see one on 37s, fucking badass truck, dude. It's useless like a Toyota Tacoma. And I had a Tacoma for a couple of years. It's just too small. Like I can't put a fucking mountain bike in the bed of it. You literally can't. You can't put a motorcycle in there. You can't put a mountain bike. And it's the same thing with the Gladiator. You can't put a sheet of plywood in it.
I can put a dirt bike in the bed of my truck. I just have to tailgate down.
But you don't have the TRD Pro. Your bed's longer.
Is it?
Yeah. Amanda couldn't lay down in the bed of the fucking truck.
I can't lay down in mine. They make a 6-foot bed.
You'll take a PT Cruiser? Then I get to tap you in the shoulder twice and go PT Cruiser double bruiser. 6-wheel drive Gladiators. Yeah, anything 6 wheels fucking neat. That just means it costs 6 times more to maintain it. My fucking my big Ford truck, right? When you put 37s on it, you're changing out all the front end suspension components every 2 fucking years. All your tie rods and your ball joints and all your shit, right? And I still have a leaf spring. Do I have a leaf spring truck? I have a leaf spring truck. Yeah, that's why I intentionally bought that year. El Cajon, the parks of Sunday were homeless tweakers on one side and Iraqis on the other. The Iraqis were barbecuing, mostly Christians who fled Mosul. Yes. Yeah. Scully spent, years there before he left and came here. He's that's how I know about it. Never thought I would feel safer around a bunch of Iraqis. Yeah. Crackheads, man. Crackheads aren't really dangerous. I mean, they're like zombies. You don't want to get bit by one, but they're mostly doing like silly shit. You could make a lot of money if you had a high population of crackheads around you, because you could just video them and it would go super viral. You could monetize the shit out of them. Derek Olson, how are you? Jeeps are garbage. Sanford, I've never owned I had an XJ. I had a 2-door XJ that had an actual Rancho 4-inch, 3-inch kit on it. I was running 32s on that truck, and it was a good truck. Chris Watkins, what's up, buddy? Almost bought a Tacoma, walked up to it, saw how small. So I messaged Pierre and I'm like, hey, I'm buying this truck. He's like, do not buy that fucking truck without driving it. It's too small. And I'm like, nope, I already bought it. I'm buying it. And he's like, don't fucking sign that. I'll be down there in a minute.
That's perfect.
So he came down. I bought it. And he was right. It's a beautiful little truck. It's a Lego. You can put tons and tons of shit on it. And because it is so viral and there's so much stuff for it, it is a good advertising mechanism for my company, for the Overland equipment stuff. When we went to Overland Expo, it served its purpose. Traded it in for the 4Runner, never looked back. You have way more cargo space in the 4Runner and capacity than you do the Tacoma. And then 2 weeks later, I bought a Tundra also.
For what you're paying for the new Tacomas, you can go buy a full-size truck.
You can, yeah. What's Freedom saying? The problem, Jeep, is they are new. They are the new cool. People buy all the shit. Yeah, it's a Lego too. Like anything, like a Jeep. Yeah, my crackhead neighbor does a lot of work for $20. Yeah, but you have to redo all the work for $20, Jose. About to redo front end in my Excursion. Yeah, I've got an Excursion and an F-250, and always front end shit. And my Excursion's not even lifted. So I mean, I say always front end shit. The Excursion's not nearly as bad because I don't have big tires on it. Bought a 4Runner to replace my old Tacoma based up. PC, did you find that to be correct? Do you love the 4Runner? Like, the 4Runner's great. I think I'm even taking the back seats out of the 4Runner. They're always down. I would have a lot more cargo room if I removed them. 3500 Sierra has been great. I'm about to pick up a beater up at the shop. Alternators. Yeah, man. There used to be a place here in Paris called Snows, and they would rewind your alternator, and that motherfucker would last forever. Last time we did an alternator, I don't remember what truck it was. We went through 3 brand new alternators to get one that actually worked.
I've done more alternators and starters than anything else.
And it wasn't like it was just a bad batch of alternators. Like, one of them was a Bosch and another was another brand. 2 came from one shop and the third came from another shop. Which Dr. Bob, how are you, man? Only use Spicer parts for straight axle Fords. He would know. He's got a big fucking Ford. I'm sure he's worked on it a lot. Jarhead Acres. I used to have an FJ. Wish I still had it. Love 4Runners from the 90s. Yeah, the square bodies. Jeep went to shit when Fiat bought them. What do you got now, Tim? You're a 4Runner guy. Toyota FJ Cruiser, 360,000 miles. I want one of those new, like, mini truck that Toyota's bringing out. Old alternator starter shops are extinction level scarce. Yeah, man, it was called Snows. I won't even leave the auto parts store until they test this. Oh, that's a good idea. Newest car I own is a 76 Ford F-250. I'll bet you've stacked up a lot of money. Tapping into the energy you're giving. Which Dr. Bob? Thanks for being here, man. Which doctor? COVID destroyed the part. Yeah, COVID fucking shut down everything that wasn't one major conglomeration, didn't it? They say 65% of restaurants went out of business during COVID and never came back. And you used to, like, a couple of years ago, you would drive around and notice that the signage was falling off of buildings that had been closed. And what they've done now is they've actually removed the buildings. If you run through Jackson, you'll see a bunch of places they tore buildings down and shit that were closed, which is weird. You would think, I guess the property's just worth more without it on there because they'll sell it to another company or something. If you like, I use Jackson as an example because it's the closest bigger city here, and it's not huge, but It's an hour from here. And in Jackson, if you go to Home Depot and Lowe's and shit, none of the parking lot white lights work. And you'll notice a lot of these places, they're bringing in trailers with lights that are diesel powered. And I asked them, I'm like, surely it's cheaper to fix those bulbs than to run this. And they said, none of the property management companies are coming in and fixing any of this shit. So the corporation of Home Depot, for instance, and they said this at Tractor Supply too, the corporation said it was cheaper to bring these in, and it was the only way they could actually get it done. Yeah, they did get everybody to fall in line, didn't they? Makes me think of Demolition Man. I say it all the time. Taco Bell? Yeah, you're eating rat burgers. That's what I say. You're gonna break the windows at the museum to get the SOE gear out of there after the Second Civil War. It's death of the brick and mortar. Yeah, it is. Sit in a fast food restaurant sometime and compare. So we were coming through Nashville on the way back into town this weekend, and we went to Uncle Julio's. And I used to eat there a couple times a month. We would go in on Saturday and I would get shrimp tacos, a quesadilla. Amanda would get, I don't know what she ordered, some fajitas. Really, the fajitas were really good. You'd get double meat, and it was really good steak. And they make their own chips there, and they make their own guacamole. And this time when we went, it was very different. The tortillas were completely different. They were not making their own chips. Everything about it was just different. And the food was just not, it was okay, but it wasn't as good as it normally was. And the service is complete fucking dog shit everywhere. Will the new belt kit come in different sizes? Can you put 12 mags, 2 canteens, and a butt pack on a 30? Yeah, so I'm a 30. He's a 30. On the 30-32, you can put, the butt pack takes 6 columns. I've got 4 rally mans, and I have 2 1 quarts. He said 2 quarts. Yeah, you can, because we've been saying we can add 2 more, so that gives 4 more. Yeah, you should.
Canteens, but I still have 2 extra slots. So, I mean, I could put.
Yeah.
I could shift everything over and put 3 more mags on it.
Yeah, I think you could put 2 quarts, but I wouldn't put 2 quarts on the belt. The 2 quarts should go on your ruck or something.
I missed 24-hour Walmart.
I saw that Walmart was going back to 24 hours. I saw that about a year ago, but I've never seen it happen. Iridium Group, what's up, my man? How are you? Snake Gators, I don't. If you want some snake gators, look at Tyler Kath, TK Outdoors, TK Hunting, American-made company. Good dude. He makes a really cool binocular harness. Tell him I said what's up if you go over there and check him out. He is making gators. The last I saw, he was. Ben Valley, hey, what's up? Shalom. Saw Bear Independent. This word reminding, where did that go? Reminding Demolition Man Terminator. Yeah. I've got a lot of pieces of kit that are in the COUDT museum. And I always think that, like, you always hear people say they don't make it like they used to. We still make it just like we used to. Like this kit, you'll see guys be like, it's too heavy or it's outdated. I have gear right now that 3rd generation family members are using. Gear that I sold to guys in the Marine Corps. Their grandkids are using the same kit right now. The same piece of equipment that I sold 35 years ago is being used right now. Danner makes a badass snake boot. Yeah. Guys, Danner makes a lot of boots. And for some reason, on December 4th every year, they do a pretty good sale. Harvesting microgreens for market. Badass. Nice. How many different kinds are you doing? Saw Walmart actually had cashiers. Yeah, Walmart is going to a subscription service, guys. They are losing so much money on the self-checkout that the word is they're closing that down. And if you want to still use self-checkout, you have to buy a monthly membership to be able to use it. I have my dad's 2 Nam belts. Yep. I've got some Vietnam. I have some Korea stuff in here. Jeff just brought in here that's canvas, 100% functional. The thing with the canvas is, right, we didn't have synthetics back then, but they get really heavy when they get wet. They want to be like Amazon, all online. They do. The goal was that by 2025, 60% of Walmart's customers would not go to Walmart. If you look at all the construction happening at a lot of the Walmarts, their plan is they're going to divide Walmart in half and have two mirrored Walmarts. And one is for you to attend, and the other one is for their shoppers to come in and shop for you. They do not want you to come to Walmart anymore. What's going to happen is, just like the USSR, when you stand in line for your food and they have potato, you don't get to choose the kind of potato. You don't get to choose the kind of apple. They have steak. You don't get to choose the kind of steak, because if you're not present in the store, you cannot complain and cause a problem in the store. I despise self-checkout. I try not to work for free. Next, they'll want us to stack the shelves. I understand 100% what you're saying. I find I am in and out of Walmart so much faster and don't have to stand by some stinky ass complaining motherfucker who's going to write 3 checks and pay on 2 different EBT cards. It's faster for me and a lot less frustration just to check out myself. And I don't have to worry about Martha fucking wanting to count every fucking bin that I'm buying or whatever. I use self-checkout because the employees say, yeah, how you doing? Oh, I'm here. I'd fire your ass if you worked for me. Would you like to not work here? I'll fire you right now. I have an old 30-06 ammo belt from my grandfather. That's nice, man. Keep that thing. And tell the story of your grandfather and how you have that belt to your children, because it won't mean shit to them if you don't tell them. My grandfather's company made canvas gear for the military, World War II, Korea, and Vietnam. Yeah, I've got some M14 mag pouches over here. Sneaky ass people. Yeah. Yeah. Gum chewers wearing Crocs and shit. Yeast, and you can smell the yeast infection. It's like they're contagious, right? You might catch and become like them. Have a bear on my property tearing up everything. Going to get an archery tag. You should just poison that fucking bear and be done with it. When will the belt portion be available to the public? Maybe next week. We just put the 2-quart canteens out yesterday. Buy the part, if you know you want to set this kit up, buy the parts that are available as they become available. If you're trying to buy them all at once, a long fucking time for that order. You ain't seen Walmart till you've been to an upstate New York. Well, man, I'm in the most impoverished county of Tennessee. You want to see fucking zombie land, go to Walmart during business hours when people should be at work. You will see the zombies.
Better than a TV show.
Yeah, bears are in Middle Tennessee. That's right, Doug. They're coming from the east. That's what they say. In this county here, Wildlife Authority says they have no less than a DNA on 11 mountain lions. How the fuck would they know that? I'll bet you the mountain lions are fucking collared. I'll bet you they fucking released them here. Taking apart the walk-in cooler freezer. Are you using a cool bot? Is that what you're going to do, AJ? Yeah, the first of the month. Walmart here is comedy. Yeah, it is, man. A lot of footy pajamas. There's always a purple Chrysler 300 parked in the handicap. You know that's a big fat white girl. And there's a dirty diaper right next to her car every time. And it's not the same one. There's a bunch of them. Walmart, 24 hours, too much. Oh, yeah. Our Walmart has like these weapons cages in there. They lock up all the electronics and shit. Tweak week. New comments. Come down here. They're really high-end, real units, only used for about nice. Good for you, dude. I've heard you say that before, so I went to Walmart when I had to take a day off, and it was wild seeing the people. Yeah, you don't know that they're there, man, because we're not like where do they go when the sun? Like, where are they? Where'd they come from? Walmart, where the shoppers will run you over just to get out and walk 2 miles per hour. Who owns 2-quart canteens? Any of you guys have 2 quarts? Weapons cages for USB drives. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, man. You can't buy a fucking hard drive. You can't buy a USB stick. You can't buy a drum. And they're not even like, they're like $35 items, and they got them motherfuckers locked up. The Ross by my house in Long Beach makes you stand in front of a camera before they allow you in the front door. Ross, man, I haven't been in one of those in a long time. It was always so disheveled. Man, last time I went to Camden Walmart, there was a 5-foot tall woman waddling in the store and the slowest pace imaginable, smoking on a vape, yelling at her kid with a 70-year-old mother walking faster than her. The big bitch had Cookie Monster pants and a 5X Slipknot shirt. That's what see.
That's normal.
I'm telling you, man. And she's got the dirty diaper thrown on the fucking ground. So much good fat to make lard with. That's what I say. They'll be TPs. We can use them as parchment. Woman's supposed to be able to carry 40% of her weight. You just get a little bit bigger girl, she can carry your backpack. People steal them to make meth. What are we stealing? The USB drives or the lithium? I know they do lithium batteries. I love that fucked up Walmart stories. Yeah, there used to be a people of Walmart. Used to be you'd see it pop up on like Facebook. Ross, Mervyn's. Mervyn's is out of business, I think. So you got like Ross, TJ Maxx. In Nashville, they have all four of them right next to each other. There's Burlington Coat Factory is like the little more expensive one. IV drip of clown food. Billy Magnum. Hey, Billy Magnum, are you over on let me jump over right here to Patreon. Billy Magnum, are you over there? Let me do how do I start a chat here? Chats.
Is that not YouTube?
No, this is Patreon. I just used the same picture.
It all looks the same.
Yeah, create video, audio, image. We had a chat going here the other day. How do I find this?
Community?
Where's that? Right here. Okay, community.
I'm just guessing. I don't know.
There it is. Okay. Who's here? Billy Magnum, jump over in here. Let me know that's you so that I can direct message you, and we'll send you one of these 2-quart covers. I've got a couple in multicam, and I have the majority of them in woodland, so let me know what you want. Walmart shoppers are drastically different than 20 years. Yeah, everybody's fucking drastically different than 20 years ago. Hey, Dean, what's up, man? Dupree, what's going on? I'm back. Had a call come in. Yes, I'm on Patreon too, but I'm out in the field. Billy Magnum, just message. Hey, do you have your phone right there? What's your last order number, man? Or any of your order numbers so I can get your address from there. Tempted Adverse, Dean Dupree, how are you? Ray Davison. Do you have the Patreon link? It's just SOE Tactical on Patreon. I just ordered a couple 2-quart canteens from you. Nice. The Benjamin Brewer, the final ones are a little bit different than these. These are all I just built a fucking ton of these. I built like 7 of them yesterday, just changing like one of them, the zipper's higher because I wanted the lid to cover it. What angle the attachment was at, how it was going to pull the lid down. They're all 100% functional. It's just not the final version. I don't know if I remember Walmart being strictly US made, but I do vaguely remember that. Like we didn't have a Walmart in San Diego for a long time. Where's the best place to get rabbit food around here? I got to make a store run. Surely you have a co-op on your side of the interstate there. I would use the co-op. The co-op here in Camden is owned by the same company that owns the co-op in Waverly. The co-op in Waverly is way better. I go into the co-op in Camden and I'll get like 6 bags of scratch and I'll only have 3 sometimes. It does seem to be getting better though. Now you can get it, write that number down for me or take a screenshot of this and send it to me. You can get rabbit food at Tractor Supply, but you're going to pay considerably more for it. Get your potassium pills. Fixing to get crazy. You guys remember when I had a ton of potassium for sale last year? Did you get that copied? Thank you. I have a picky ass rabbit. Kill that motherfucker.
Eat it.
Your rabbit's only picky because he ain't fucking hungry. It's like children. If my kids only eat cheese pizza, it's because that little motherfucker ain't ever been hungry.
Only dino nuggets.
Are the 2-quart canteens plastic? They are, Angie. It's they're not rigid though.
They will knock the wind out of you.
I almost killed Cody with one when he was 6. I tossed it to him and he caught it with his stomach. It's the first time he had the wind knocked out. Robert Reed, you have 7 kids. Will they eat whatever you put in front of them? If they won't, it's because they ain't fucking hungry enough. Go find a Somali kid. That motherfucker will eat anything. Have some of those canteens. Yeah, you guys, you can buy the canteens right off Amazon. What am I hearing? It sounds like
a
lawnmower.
Been going for a while.
We're gonna go out there and somebody's mowing our grass. Sounds like more than a toss.
Yeah, well, I was 50 pounds.
If my kids don't eat what we got for dinner, they have leftovers the next day. Yeah, you can always scramble them in eggs and call it breakfast. Nope, they picky too. I tell them, eat what's in front of them or you don't eat it all. Mine used to eat whatever till went back to her mom in KCMO. Now she's spoiled. Yeah, so our young kids would sit at the sushi bar with us and eat. Like when they were real little, we'd get McDonald's or whatever for them. And our kid, like Sebastian, ate sushi for 2 or 3 years and then went to his grandma's house for a week and came back and he's like, I don't eat sushi. We don't like sushi. That little motherfucker, you grew up eating sushi. It's weird influence. This ain't a damn restaurant. And there's something, and like if you've never heard of nutrient density too, right? If you buy chicken breasts from the grocery store and then you eat a chicken breast that you produced, you won't eat nearly as much chicken of the chicken you produced. It's because there's not any nutrient, there's no nutritional value in it. Chicken from the grocery store is injected. They inject it. You can see the machine come down and it plumps it up. They inject with saline solution. 50% of the body weight of the chicken meat that you buy is salt water. Finally joined the Patreon. Now it's a whole new world. There's some different content over there. My 6-year-old wants to eat peppers and hot sauce. I had a bunch of poblanos that I sliced up, de-seeded, and did in bacon grease this morning. Scrambled it in with some leftover hamburger meat and just some eggs. That's what we had for breakfast. Yeah, way more bullshit in the grocery store. Like when you buy meat, there should be one ingredient on the fucking label. It should be meat. Just signed up for Patreon. Thanks, guys. We're going to be adding a lot more content over there. That's where we do the giveaways. We talk to you guys over here. And then to get your information, you're on Patreon. That's where we get your information from. Gave a kid Djibouti. Gave a kid in Djibouti some Ritz crackers once, and he acted like I saved. You probably did save his life, man. You probably converted him to Christianity. You probably dewormed him at the same time. Hey, weapons junkie, what's up? I was thinking about you as I was standing in the shower this morning, naked. What am I doing here? Mike, I don't know. What are you doing here? Where are you? What are you actually doing? Look to the left, look to the right. What's going on there? Do you smell burnt toast? You might be having a stroke. You listen here, meow. Jalapenos are really good and spicy this year. So we do cool jalapenos, so they don't have as much Scoville units to them. And then we do mammoth. We put in a lot of mammoth jalapenos. They're much, much bigger. Some of our mammoths get as big as poblanos. and all the chicken for sale in stores is the size of bantam. They are, man. You want to see some crazy shit? You used to be able to go buy rotisserie chickens at Walmart, and Jason was here for a class, and they were staying in the cabins, and they went to Walmart to buy rotisserie chickens, and they wouldn't sell them to him. Like, he got up to the register, and they wouldn't let him buy more than 3 because they have to maintain
EBT
so many
only.
for EBT card holders. The motherfuckers ain't buying chicken. But the chickens are so small now. Like, the chicken used to come in a plastic box with a lid over it. Now they come in this bag, and those chicken, you're right, those chickens are the size of large pigeons. But if you go and get, and it's still shitty chicken. If you go to Costco or Sam's Club, there's still a much larger chicken. But the Walmart ones, fucking, they're sorry. Yeah, small quail. I do have some big quail out here. Do I look like a cat jumping around all mimbly bimbly, drinking milk from a bowl? Cayenne peppers are huge. Our cayenne peppers look great this year. I'm watching John meow. What's up, Art? How's that chicken coop going? I saw you build. Cody looks 10 years younger being all shaved. Yeah. Yeah. He was finding food in his beard. He had to cut it all down.
Going to take a bite of something and the mustache gets pulled in.
Giveaway should be choosing John's favorite quote. We do indigo apple, tomatoes, and Romanesco broccoli year-round on top of a ton of peppers, other veggies. Nice. I don't need a lot. Hey, Alex, what's up, man?
Shit.
Well, Alex, what's going on? Where are you at? Become unfuckwithable. Serranos have become a favorite. I don't like hot stuff. Don't feel bad. My name's Cody, and I'm babyface son of a bitch. Seymour, talk less.
I looked my age just a couple weeks ago.
No, you look your age now.
No.
When you're young, you want to look older. When you're older, you want to look younger.
I just want to feel good. That's all I care about.
Do you feel good?
Yeah.
Picked up a Juki 560. I'm not familiar with that. What kind of machine is that? I love country life. Have clear area for coop trees. Came down 2 weeks ago. About to bring in. Oh, good, man. Chickens are awesome. They'll eat all your trash. They'll eat all the scraps. If you leave them, as long as you keep predators away from them. We found a small cave entrance in our property by the creek. I don't think it's very deep. Well, Matt at Demo Ranch, off the ranch, found a small cave entrance, and it turned into a whole cave system, man. There are caves around. You might have a cave there, buddy.
You're pretty cool.
Scott, hey, what's up, Scott? So, see how this says Cock Killdozer?
Mm-hmm.
He's coming off of YouTube. It's actually an avatar. Anyone's excited about AMD exploit as me? Hundreds of millions of chips affected. I don't know what that is. Andrew, what is that? Tell me how that affects me. Does that affect me in any way? Is my Apple computer going to fuck up? I wish I'd find caves on my property. That would be the shit. Until it fucking your house caves in.
Sinkholes.
Coyote took out old chickens, and now my dogs run loose on electric collars. Nice. Oh, man, I'm allergic to one of you. Fences, man. We use fences to keep dogs in. Dogs keep predators out. They use their own silicone, won't impact Apple. Steven, what's up, buddy? It's been dry as hell here, and our creek still has water in it. I have located the spring of it. Oh, that's fucking good, man. Now, dam it up a little bit, build that pool, let that water run at some pressure. You should be able to turn something to a small turbine or something. Homestead made easy. What's up, dude? How are you? I haven't seen you in a while. Anyone exploited will have to throw out their processors. So is this something that's just going to like come to life, or is it just a ticking time bomb, or what? Probably allergic to me. I have some medicine for that. Big impacts on government and cloud providers. Anyone with security requirements.
Sounds like faulty equipment.
Where do you think they keep the cloud? Where is that at? Can I dam up a creek? It runs to the Tennessee River. Runs through your property, doesn't it? I mean, the water's still going to go there. You're not going to dam it up. You're just going to put a head on it.
It's going to hold a little more of it.
There are big sinkholes in the AutoZone Family Dollar parking. Yeah, there is. There's some fucking big sinkholes at the Tractor Supply parking lot in Jackson, too.
It's like when the Corvette Museum, they had those cars fall down in there.
They had another one.
Another one?
Yeah, another one I heard. Got a freaking cougar around here who's fixing to be a cool pair of Conan underwear.
Like some boots.
Cougar. He don't mean like an old woman that likes to fuck a lot either. Ask him all about the cloud location. Monkeypox. Yeah, apparently monkeypox is back. I saw that today. We got over 4 inches of rain yesterday. Dean wishes he had 4 inches of rain. All the cloud stuff is probably in China. Yeah, that's probably in Idaho. They're building all these server farms. You guys keep hearing about all this farmland that are turning the water off. They're building these big, huge fucking server farms around all these places. They're going out and building these massive server farms and Amazon facilities. And then cities pop up around these places. That's how they take that farmland. So dry here in Ohio, hauling water. Did Debbie do Dallas? No, for real. There's a waterfall. There's a waterfowl sinkhole there. Let's see what he's saying. The ground washed out from under the pavement and car-sized holes 5 foot deep open up. It doesn't surprise me, dude. It does not surprise me one bit. I'm sure there's fucking water seepage through there. That whole place flooded maybe a decade ago. There's probably water, fucking routed all through under that asphalt. Eagle Eye, yeah, that was a wild movie. Federal Creek, FEMA. There are some serious regulations on it. I just dealt with the bullshit in Richland Creek. Allowed versus able. It's so hot here, my eggs are coming out scrambled. Many in this chat won't know the Debbie Dallas reference. Probably not. You don't have to pay for porn anymore either. I have 3 springs at the bottom of my ravine, have about 30 tree clear, get dug out and okay with the neighbors because half of the property and my buddy has 200 acres. Part Kansas Civil War Road goes through, found 20 caves. Oh, interesting. Where's Buttigieg on the road repairs? He's in his boyfriend's asshole. Yeah, Freedom. Have a good day, man. All right, guys, we're going to jump off of here in a minute. California government COVID is going nowhere except masks to come back.
Not here.
The amazing Ozarks. Boris, Meta has huge server farms outside of Ankeny, Iowa. It's massive, yeah. Booty check. Fix the roads, meow. Ron Jeremy. My friend threw Ron Jeremy out of Starbucks in Carlsbad.
I saw him at an airport once.
You saw Ron Jeremy?
Mm-hmm.
How'd you know who it was?
We have the internet.
Your mom would know who he is. They're trying to take land in Maryland to supply these data centers. Yeah, it's happening all over the place. Do you remember when Trump said he was going to take the lowest population states and build mega cities there? You'll see that shit start happening. They're doing all these road projects, these interstate projects. This small town here, who has no traffic whatsoever, they're 4-laning these roads, and they're doing it all the way up to Ohio. And they're like, why are they doing that? They're taking these little 2-lane roads and making these fucking 4 lanes with shoulders and a median in the middle. And they're putting in like a small highway. They're putting like a small interstate all through these places. They're eminent domaining all these properties. They're cutting off hundreds of feet of fucking road frontage from these guys, and they're not paying them shit for it. Yeah, District 9. And you're seeing them do it all over the place. So what they do is it's federal money. They come into these little towns and they give them the money to start the project. They start these projects, which they're responsible for the project, and they have to do it in different stages. And then each year they have to give them new funding. And if they don't do the DEI shit and they don't do all the fucking green energy bullshit, they don't give them any more funding. So they have a project started that they can't continue with. And then the local governments, they can graft off of those. So that's how they turn, like in the middle of nowhere, all of a sudden you have chicken police in a city where nobody gives a fuck about chickens, and they start doing all this big city bullshit in these small towns. And that's how they convert all these places. It was Agenda 21, Agenda 30. It's the same thing. Yeah, widen the road. Yep. And for 15, 16 years, they'll come through every 3-4 years and survey. And every time they survey, they take more of your property. Are they doing the roads to keep the funding budget flowing? I think that's exactly what they're doing. But to keep the funding flowing in, they have to keep adding more and more of their fucking bullshit. Did you watch the body cam footage that was just released? No, I've seen a bunch of people talking about it. Second shooter. Use the money or lose it. Yeah, and then you've started these construction projects that are a fucking mess. Like they did one right up at Paris is the next town up, and from Paris to Murray they did one. They've still got that place up there tore up, making a 4-lane, and it's been going for 5 years.
Jackson was pretty bad for a while on the way to Jackson.
Jackson, yeah. Benchmark Signs and Gifts. What's up, bud? How are you? Speaking of Ohio. For equipment transport. Yeah, good point. That's what they say. All the interstates are wide so that they can land military aircraft there. That's what the Autobahn was supposed to have been built for. Been also doing a lot of work on I-49 North. Yeah, we went to this 127-mile yard sale in Crossville. And it's just a 2-lane road that goes all the way up to Ohio. And they're 4-lane in that. The whole place is fucked. They are making a fucking bridge that is bigger than any interstate bridge I've ever seen go across this little canyon there. None of it makes any sense. Because there's interstates that go the same fucking place, just like 5-6 miles up the road. County budget is based on what they spend the previous year. They will spend every penny. Yeah, plus they steal part of it. Yeah, there's a ton of eminent domain. Like we talked to this dude's got this cool antique store, and he said that they eminent domained him, gave him $120 for the property with the building. And Amanda said, so you can build in another building? He said, I can't. It takes $300 to build the building. The $120,000 buys the property. I don't have any money to build a building. Eisenhower did the same thing. Yep. Interstates and bridges for tanks. Talking about the body cam from the officer who looked on the roof and saw the shooter. Interesting. Yeah, they knew about it a long time ago. Lining pockets. Yep. All right, guys, we're going to jump off here. Everybody have a great evening, great afternoon. We're going to do some more giveaways. We'll do another live here later today, probably. You have to be a member on Patreon. On the Patreon over there is SOE Tactical Gear. Let's check this chat. Making jerky and dried salami. That's fucking awesome. Become unfuckwithable. Matthew Cronin. Hey, what's up? Derek Olson. Giveaway should be chosen. John's favorite quote. Drew. Let's see Billy Magnum in here. Oh, he said he couldn't come over here. That's why. All right, guys, we'll do another live here shortly. They do a yard sale, 100, where did I say? Oklahoma from Tulsa to Topeka, Kansas, all highway to Bartlesville, Oklahoma. Been widened. I sell sweet corn there in the summer. Nice, Ben. Yeah, this one, so we have a big, like, 30-mile yard sale here, but it's like yard sales. These ones were huge. They were like huge farmer fields. So you'd walk out in the field, park in the center of the highway on the median, and you'd walk out there and there'd be 50, 60 tents. And some of these tents are bigger than my buildings. And you got like antique stores, and you've got just farmers pulling all the shit out of their sheds. We saw 2 steam engine tractors. There was some really cool shit. Matthew Cronin. Hey, are you, Matthew, you're not related to, what's her name? The horse chick, Hot Head Stalls. I can't remember her name. That's not you, right? You didn't own the motorcycle shop? Kill It and Grill It from Nebraska. What's up? Boris. Walmart. Detention centers, rail cars roll in. Yeah, all Walmart's is set up as military infrastructure. Yeah, they've removed most of those videos. If you look up Walmart detention centers, tunnels under Walmart, Department of Homeland Security, like there was tons and tons of those videos. They've pulled most of that video shit off of YouTube. Same out the way. I met a lot of people doing sales on side of road last 12 years. Yep. Lot of fucking guns. Lots of it. It was like an old school gun show. I saw a dude selling a 1919 out there. I saw a guy had an M2 for sale out there. Not the same guy got it. 127 mile yard sale this weekend. Where's that at, Favorite Planet? A lot of like cool old taxidermy and shit. Dean, hey, what's up, buddy? How are you? I'm waiting to see this and we'll jump off of here. Favorite Planet. Yeah, we drove 4 hours to get to that thing. SRF, be there. That's right, SRF, October 5th, 4th, 5th, 6th, I think. You can get your tickets at selfreliancefestival.com. You can see artwork by Dino. He'll sing to you. The last weekend from Crossville to James. Yeah, we were there, Favorite Planet. We went up there. Brandel, he lives there. Did you buy anything cool, Favorite Planet Saturn? Go eat some lunch and think of me, Robert Reed said. Oh, it is lunchtime, isn't it?
It is lunchtime.
Check out Jacob Cave outside Lebanon, Missouri, first week April, June, October. You can find full auto, like legal full auto stuff. Oh, it doesn't. Never mind. I lost 75. Good for you, man. How'd you do that? Thank you for motivating people to get fit. Fitness is free. Your morning videos. Isn't that the truth, though, man? Coca-Cola vending machine. My dumbass didn't leave my son's account, and now I subbed with his dumb name. SRF tickets. Homestead Medical. Thanks for the link there, man. Yeah, fitness is free, guys. Everybody wants to talk about all the stuff they can buy. None of it's going to matter if you don't have some fitness. I've got 20K. Ben Valley. What's he talking about? Check out Jacob Cave. Got it. All right, guys. Hey, we'll do another video here in a little bit and give away some more stuff here. Everybody have a good evening, afternoon. We're going to go eat. See you guys later.